What's up everybody, Michael here. Welcome back to another video. If the thought of investing scares you, you're not alone. People with very limited experience in investing are either terrified to invest because of horror stories where people lose 50% of their net worth overnight, or they're intrigued by hot tips that promise to pay off huge rewards, but rarely do. In reality, investing in the stock market carries risk. But if you approach it in a disciplined manner, it's one of the most efficient ways to grow your net worth. So today I'm going to share with you the 4 basics of the stock market. What it is, how it works, can you make money with it, and how to get started. So that being said, let's get started. So guys, if you're new to this channel, my name is Michael. I do videos on investing, personal finance, and how to make money in general. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications if you'd like to learn fun and creative ways to make money and how to invest in general. Speaking of investing, what is the stock market exactly? What is this thing I hear people talking about, investing in stocks? Hold on, before we can go to that, we first gotta go over what is a stock in general. Like, what is it? A stock represents part ownership in a company. So essentially, if you own a stock, you could walk into the Apple Store, pick up an iPhone, walk out of the store. Well, not exactly. You can't really do that because that's stealing. By owning a portion of the company, what I mean is that you own a portion of their profits. You don't own a portion of the company's assets, of their property. So why would you want to own profits of the company if you don't actually own anything of the company? Well, essentially, you can make money 2 ways as an investor by owning part of a company, and that is with dividend payments or with the stock price going up in value, and I'll go more into those later. Okay, with the basic info down, you know what a stock is. Now we can get into number 1, which is what is the stock market? And it's actually pretty simple. It's just like your local market where you go to buy produce, buy goods. You buy and sell items, trade items, but instead of buying and selling produce, you're buying and selling ownership in a publicly traded company. Sounds pretty intense, but not so much. Stock market's open essentially business hours, a little different, but it's open Monday through Friday. And depending on which stock market you're talking about, where in the world the stock market is, the hours might be slightly different. But the 2 biggest stock markets, which are also called exchanges, are located in the United States, right here in the United States. And what they are is it's the New York Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq. The New York Stock Exchange is made up of 2,400 companies, and these companies are valued at a total of $21 trillion. That means that all the companies in the New York Stock Exchange, if added up in value, they'd be worth $21 trillion. And for the Nasdaq, that's made up of 3,800 companies, which are valued at $11 trillion. And again, that means it's the value of all the companies in the Nasdaq, all 3,800 of them added up, they're worth $11 trillion. Both of these exchanges are located in New York, and while the 2 biggest exchanges in the entire world are located in New York, there are exchanges in every other country. Number 2 is, how does the stock market work? Do you see little people running around back and forth saying, I want to buy this, I want to sell this? Is it like chaos? Well, that's not too different from how it actually was, but it's not like that anymore. People now, it's all done computerized, it's all automated. Now, millions of trades are done every single day through computers where people are matched, buyers and sellers are matched automatically at the right price. So you're not gonna see people running back and forth, trading stocks. Even though that was how it was done on the New York Stock Exchange, people would run back and forth, they try and negotiate prices, say, this person's a broker for a buyer, this person's a broker for a seller. They try and find the right price. But no, now everything's automated with computers. So how does the price work? How is the price determined of the stock? It's actually pretty simple. It's just based on supply and demand. The more people who want to buy a stock, the price will go up. The more people who want to sell a stock, the price will go down. So essentially, if the company's doing well, if you think the company will even do well in the future, the stock price is going to go up. And if some people think that the stock is doing poorly, that the company's doing poorly, or that it will do poorly in the future, the price of that company, of that stock, will go down. Simple. Also, if the country is doing really well, the economy is prospering, it's growing, then the stock market will also grow, which means individual stock prices will generally go up as well. And if the economy is in a recession, if it's not doing well at all, in general, prices will go down. There are exceptions to this, obviously, but overall, the market follows how the economy is doing. Next up is number 3, and that is, can you even make money investing in the stock market? Like, is it possible? Well, yeah, of course it's possible to make money investing. Otherwise, no one would invest in the stock market. But in reality, not everyone makes money investing. So why is that? Well, that's because of fear and greed. And these two emotions drive people's decisions, and they cause them to make rash decisions when investing. Because in reality, the smartest, safest way to invest in the stock market is to invest for the long term. That's the reason, that's the way you'll make money. Because even Benjamin Graham, Warren Buffett, they all agree that you have to invest for the long term to really make money. 2 things that you should do when picking a stock are, do you like the company? If you like it, okay, that's a good thing. Maybe you should invest. And 2, do you think the company will be around in 50 years? If these 2 things are yes, it's probably a good investment and you'll make money in the long run. How you make money in the long run? Well, buy the company going up even though it won't increase so much in the short term. You're not going to double your money. You're not going to make 50% in the next week. But if you think the company will be around in 50 years, over that whole time period, you could get paid dividends from the company, which is essentially the company's paying you a portion of their profits, either quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. And then also you'll make money from the stock price going up. While it's possible to make money trading, buying and selling in one day, or buying and selling short term, you're more likely to lose money because you're not really trading the company based off of how good the company is, how good you think it is. You're more just trying to trade it and time it based off of charts and spikes in the economy, which is really risky if you think about it, because you're not trading the company because you think it's good. You're just trading it because you think you can make a quick buck. So if you want to make money in the long term, the safest, smartest way to do it is to invest over a long period of time. Pick either a fund, which is a collection of stocks, or pick a number of different stocks to invest in and hold on to them for a long time. Finally, number 4, how do you get started? How do you invest in a stock? How do you buy a stock? Do you get a piece of paper? Do I have to go somewhere? It's actually pretty simple. There are dozens of brokerages out there that you can sign up with, from Charles Schwab, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Webull, Robinhood. There's so many brokerages. But if you're a beginner, I would recommend either Webull or Robinhood. Not because I use them myself, well, I do like them, but because they're really simple. You can access them from your phone and they're really easy to use. And I would say being able to access it from anywhere is a pretty good thing to do as a beginning investor. But another thing is, I would recommend, if I was a beginner investor, I would go with Robinhood, because Robinhood, the interface is more simple, a little easier to use than Webull. Webull has a little more data and information that you could do research on, but if you're a beginner, Robinhood is very simple, very easy to use, and it also offers commission-free trading. So that's another perk, which means every time you trade, you don't have to pay any commission on it. So once you pick which brokerage you're gonna go with, and it really doesn't matter which one, but once you pick the brokerage that you're gonna go with, you have to sign up. Sign up is pretty straightforward. It's basically the same for every brokerage you're gonna sign up with. You're gonna need your name, phone number, address, personal information. They're gonna need all of that. But once you do that, they approve your account, you're good to go. Next thing you gotta do is you link your bank account to your brokerage account. That means that with Robinhood, for example, you'll link your bank account and then you could transfer money from your bank account to your Robinhood account. Once it's there, boom, you're ready, you're set, ready to start investing. Now, this is the big question. Where do you invest your money? Like, what stocks do I invest in? How do I know what to pick? If you're a beginner, the best and safest thing to do is to invest in a fund that follows the market. If you invest in one stock, you run the risk of it going bankrupt. That company could go bankrupt and you lose all of your money. But if you invest in a fund, even if that's a collection of stocks, even if one of the companies in that fund goes bankrupt, goes to zero, it's not going to make a big difference to that value of the fund, because overall there's probably going to be hundreds, of stocks, of companies in that fund. So value of one going down significantly is probably going to be counterweighted by another company going up significantly. So that's a much safer way to invest. And over time, it's still a really good investment because it follows the trend of the market. And the market has increased on average close to 10% every year for the last 100 years. So if you follow that, it's a pretty good investment. And if you decide to go with Robinhood or Webull, for example, but I would recommend Robinhood because it's easier. If you decide to go with one of those, you might as well use my code in the description, which gives you 1 free stock when you use it for Robinhood. And before you say, it's a scam, I'm scamming you, I'm gonna make you lose all your money, I see the comments. That's just not true. It's just a promotional deal that Robinhood is offering, and it's where you invite a friend to the app. When they download the app using your code, they get 1 free stock and you get 1 free stock. So if you're gonna download Robinhood or Webull anyways, you might as well use the code because you'll get free stocks. It's actually simple and it's just a promotional deal similar to an Uber. When you invite a friend to Uber, they get $5, you get $5. It's simple. Investing is really intimidating for most people. Whether you already invest your money or if you're completely new to investing, it's intimidating. Putting all your money into stocks, into companies, it's intimidating for a lot of people. But something to keep in mind is that the average person, more than half of their net worth is in the value of their home. But for affluent, for wealthy people, most of their wealth is invested in the stock market. So think about it. If the most affluent people in the world, in the country, are investing their money into stocks and that's where most of their money is, it's probably a good idea for you guys to do the same thing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button down below and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when new videos come out. I try to post a minimum of 3 times a week on this channel. Also, a quick reminder, if you'd like 1 free stock, use my link below and download Robinhood. If you'd like 2 free stocks, 2 free stocks, download Webull using the link below. And if you'd like $5 invested into an automated investing account, download Acorns Investing using the link below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and as always, until next time.